We're very spoilt here on the Rietspruit Reserve. How awesome is that, guys? Right past the front of our truck. Look at that, everybody. They are just unreal. Hello, and what a wonderful start to our first of our free-to-air safaris, where our pack members, of course, are able to ask us questions. We're with one of the newest members of the Rietspruit Reserve, but definitely becoming a firm favourite, the new big elephant bull. Quite a few would have actually watched his live release a few weeks ago. He's settled in exceptionally well into the reserve. He's chased the ladies around. He's now in his full first must, and he's been a little bit naughty with a few cars, but at the moment he's quite content to be munching. Who have we got with us? Hello, Betty, Stacy, Barbara, Mary, Carol, Atropa, Cookie, Sue, Michael. I hope I haven't missed anyone, otherwise I will get to you, I promise. So this is a great way to start the drive. I think we're in for a treat. I think the Rietspruit is going to perform this afternoon, and this is just the start. We're not too far away from... Hello, Harry and Janine. We're not too far away from camp. The elephants have been spending an inordinate amount of time in the Deep Sluit river system, which is just below Painted Dog headquarters. There we go, isn't that wonderful? So peaceful. Now, I was tracking him on foot earlier today with my dad, and the tracks of the rest of the pride are still here. Oh, there we go. There's that wonderful must smell of an elephant bull and must. Now, Matthew, if we have a look at his nether regions, we can see he is very, very clearly in must. You can actually see there's a stream dripping out of his penile sheath. Now, he can lose up to 70 litres of water in a day during must, during that constant stream. Now, for those of you who don't know what must is, it's a heightened hormonal state where elephant bulls are looking for love. And elephants can only mate and conceive when an elephant bull is in must and a female is in estrus. What it does mean is sometimes they can be a little bit unpredictable, particularly if the ladies aren't going their way, or even more so if there are females in estrus around. So they can be a little bit unpredictable around vehicles and stuff, so we'll just keep our distance. He is a very relaxed boy. John, how old is this big bull? He's just over, well, we guess he's around 30. So he is the oldest bull in the reserve, and he came from Nambiti in KwaZulu-Natal, and we were lucky enough, Matthew and I were lucky enough to be there for the capture and the transport and the release of him. And he's got a friend who's a little bit younger, about 20 years old. So it brings the sum total of the elephants in the Rietspruit Reserve to 7. Now, they will breed, and we can have a few more. So for the moment, none of the animals are contraceptive. But yes, it's very exciting that we might have some more baby elephants knocking about in the not too distant future. Hello Barbara, hello Brandy.
Yeah, I'm on good.
Jan, and we're also very glad that you made it for at least part of the drive.
500 meters from Hyena crossing.
I do absolutely adore spending time with elephants. Hello Marcy, good to have you here. He's listening. I'm also listening. I'm trying to hear if I can hear where the rest of the herd are. I say I had their tracks all in the thickets here when I was tracking them on foot earlier today. Oh, hi. Did you just realize we're here? Don't be silly now. He's definitely listening to something. More than likely, the herd. It is just the most awesome Sunday afternoon in the Lowveld of South Africa. Hello Elsa. So the collar will last for about 2.5 years. The reason we put collars on a lot of the animals in the first sort of 2 years of their, well, it's as long as the battery lasts, about 2 years, particularly because we are a fenced reserve and there are communities and citrus and farms that border us. So it's just to make sure that they don't break out. Generally, after that first collar battery is done, the animals we know are not going to try escape. So we'll just take them off. And you can see with an elephant, it really, really gives him very little trouble.
Yeah, the pride is also still at Brent. Couldn't from this morning, but it's less than 1 out of 5.
Yvette, how does the vegetation differ from where he grew up? It does differ quite a lot. He comes from Nambiti, which is in the sort of middle veld around KwaZulu-Natal. He's probably quite chuffed here. This is a sweet veld, so lots of nice trees to eat and lots of nice grass. And you'll see how much he's already fed and broken branches in this area. Now, it's really important to have elephants in an area. They are ecosystem architects, or a keystone species, and having them back here will actually help break down some of the sickle bush and raisin bush that is over encroached because we haven't had elephants for a few years. Interesting question, Michael. Was his muss brought on by a new environment in females or just regular cycle of hormones for him? We're not 100% sure, but I would think it is just being in a new area and having a whole bunch of new females, particularly females who haven't seen a boy for 2 years. I think he might have just got excited. Also, the fact that he is now the dominant bull in an area. So the reserve he came from, there were a few bigger, older bulls than him. So it might just be him resetting his muss cycle to become the dominant bull. Now, of course, muss cycles in elephants can last for as little as a week or two, and in some cases 3 or 4 months. So it's going to be quite interesting to watch his muss cycle and see how long it lasts for. I can pretty much comfortably say we noticed it for the first time about Monday or Tuesday this week. Yeah. Okay, see if he's going to walk out into this open area. Let's just go forward a little bit here. Well, what a great start. For those of you who might not know me, my name is Brent Smith. I've got Matthew on camera with me today, and we are in the Rietspruit Game Reserve in the heart of the Lowveld of South Africa, a stone's throw away from the small town of Rietspruit. The Rietspruit Game Reserve is a 15,000 acre fenced reserve. He's being naughty here. He's putting all his nonsense on the road. And it is home to 4 of the big 5 and hopefully 5 of the big 5 by this time next year. The only animal that we are missing currently is buffalo. And it looks like he's going to go deeper into the thickets. And I think we're going to go see what else the Rietspruit has to offer us this afternoon. For a lot of you, this might be your first drive on the Rietspruit, so let's go do some exploring. Now, one of the most spectacular things about the Rietspruit Reserve, not only do we have the most fantastic animals, but we have some of the most unique views of a game reserve anywhere I've ever been in Africa. And I've been almost, I wish everywhere, but I've been to vast parts of Africa. But we are nestled right below the Drakensberg Mountains, and our sunsets and views don't really get too bad. So that is Rietspruit Mountain, which is the highest peak in this area. It is 1,990 something meters, so almost 2,000 meters above sea level. We are very, very lucky to call the Rietspruit home. There goes the tree behind us. I just heard a whole tree come down. Okay, well, he's going deeper into the thickets. We might come have a squiz around here. He might come out into the open and give us a sort of quintessential Rietspruit shot, which is animals with the mountains in the background. A troper. So a lot of these fenced reserves at one point in time were actually cattle farms. And over the last 20 years, they have been taken back to wildlife. So we have a very nice healthy cheetah population here. We've got a female who's got cubs at the moment, 3 cubs. She had 5, but she's still got 3. She was actually seen yesterday, very close to the western entrance to the reserve. And we've got a coalition of 2 male cheetah, another female who some of you might remember from Tale of Two Mothers. Her name was Mabai, and she had 5 cubs, and 2 of those cubs reached adulthood and were actually moved across as part of the reintroduction into the Bangwelu wetlands in northern Zambia. So we are part of the cheetah metapopulation initiative, where the cheetahs here, when they grow up, the cubs reach adulthood, they're used to reintroduce into areas where cheetah might have become locally extinct or need a fresh batch of genetics. Bucket is doing very, very well. Marcy, unfortunately, Bucket will not have cubs. She has been sterilized, and being a fenced reserve, we're very happy with a population of 9 lions. Anything more than that would put a really big dampener on our herbivore populations, particularly giraffe, zebra, and wildebeest. So 9 lions for 15,000 acres is about perfect. So I think we should go look for some cheetah next. What do you think? Let's go look for some cheetah. And then maybe some lions. Maybe we'll go see if we can catch up with Bucket a little later. We found the lions this morning. Well, I'm not sure who found them. But so someone just went past where they were. They were fast asleep with a 1 out of 5 visual. So I think we'll wait for it to cool down a little bit before heading towards the big kitty cats. But I think let's go see how the cheetah boys are looking. The last time I saw them, they were looking very fat and very happy, and I actually saw them. It's actually quite an incredible sighting. I wish it had been live, but it wasn't. I just popped out to go to the end of the airstrip to have a sundowner with a friend of mine, or two friends of mine, Pablo and Roxy, and we got there and we found the 2 cheetah, a brown hyena and 4 rhino in the same sighting. So maybe we can be that lucky this afternoon. So that's one of the other really special things we do get to see here on the Rietspruit is brown hyena. We've seen them live about twice live. But I've seen them about 5 or 6 times in the last couple of months in my up and down wanderings. Michael, yes, Bye is still able to breed. We saw her on live drive when did Gareth and I drive together? Thursday. We saw Bye, and she did look like she could be pregnant, but it was quite difficult to see because she was hunting. Leopards in the area. We're busy working on the habituation. We've got 2 young females that are showing a lot of potential. We haven't sort of sorted out their names. Currently it's the Kudu Krip young female 4, and I think the Kudu Krip young female 2 whatnot. Can you remember their spot patterns, Matt? Let me just double check here. So we've got the Kudu Krip 2-3 female and the Kudu Krip 4-3 female. So they're both sort of about 2.5, 3 years old, and have set up territories in prime game viewing zones that we utilize. Actually, this area where we're with the elephant is the Kudu Krip 2-3 female. This is part of her territory. She comes all the way up to our camp, and then goes down to, there's a water hole called the 6-sided water hole to the north of us. And then her sister has set up her territory slightly to the west of that. Their mom tends to be in this area up above us here. Their mom is not very relaxed, but the 2 young females are becoming really, really nice and relaxed slowly. At night they're very good. During the day they're still a bit jumpy. Atropa, a week ago, 4 lionesses, a lion, and a tiny little cub visited Saviti. It's not common for them to only get a single cub. It is actually relatively common for them to get a single cub. Or what might have happened is there might have been 2 cubs and one might have been killed. So it isn't that uncommon for a lioness to have a single cub. It's more uncommon for them to have 4 cubs. So 1 to 3 is very, very normal for lions. Anything above 3 is considered abnormal. Leopards 1 to 2 also very normal, but we have in the last while had quite a few actually different leopards that have had 3 cubs. On Pridelands we had Pixie Pan had 3 cubs, and actually there was a female here a few years ago who had 3 cubs.
Copy that, thank you.
I've left that elephant bull static in the same position feeding on the new 2 track that runs on the western side of the deep split from Lemunduran. Best access is from Lemunduran crossing.
Copy, Brent, thank you for that.
I just got a report from one of my staff who's collecting firewood that the 2 male cheetah on the southern end of the Hayes airstrip. I'm following up. Hello Noel, welcome. Hello Betty. Yes, we might. I'm not sure where the male lions are. We're very, very lucky. We've got 3 beautiful big boys in their prime at the moment, and they can pop up anywhere. They move around this reserve so much.
Sorry if you're still in lock with that pride, but I would like to respond in 3 minutes.
Okay. You can see we are going through sort of the thicker areas of the reserve at the moment. It's where the elephants have been hanging out. We're going to pop past the new painted dog headquarters. I'm sure some of you have not seen it yet, so we might give you a little peek. Might see Vim doing the dishes. I can't see into FC, unfortunately. But we've got the original old farmhouse, and then we've got 3 safari tents now, and we're going to be probably adding another 3 safari tents in the not too distant future, to hopefully, as we expand and get more crew and be able to do more live drives and more conservation experiences. Hello, Guido. Yeah, probably not. Those lionesses from before are probably dead now. They're a bit old. It could be their offspring on the other side of the fence. But yes, so they've apparently got new males, but I haven't seen them yet. Apparently they've been very quiet. I think they're scared of our 3 big boys. Making me hit rocks because you pushed the tree down on the road again. I need to bring my chains. Oh no, Matt. I'm gonna have to bring the chainsaw down, yeah. Ellie's been having too much fun. Okay. Moving away from the drainage system, the bush is going to start opening up a little bit. So it's quite... Actually, it's not quite difficult. It's absolutely impossible not to get tired of having these mountains as your backdrop there. Go have a quick buzz past camp. Everyone is getting, well, Matt and I are not, but everyone else is in getting ready for tonight's show. Gareth will be here just now to prep. Hello Di, welcome. Hello Karoo. Just do a quick loop around the camp. See if anyone's outside, wants to wave hi. And we get, I think we've had almost everything in camp. Lion, leopard, hyena, cheetah, elephant, rhino. So there we go. There's the boma. There's the badger that was collecting firewood with Ashley. There's a Hyena looking stressed. She's very relaxed and excited. And then down to the right, we've got our tents, the safari tents down there. And then of course, the most important place in VM's world, we'll go past that now, the workshop. All the cars, normally it's the Badger and the Jackal parked in the workshop, but there's our workshop. And then somehow we keep collecting more and more cars, old cars, in pieces cars. Sometimes with the older cars you need about 4 scrap cars to keep the one car going. Okay, let's see if we can find this Cheetah. I'm gonna go from Mumba Dam side. No Marula Lane. No Marula Lane here. Drakensberg, the Dragon's Back Mountains. So the first European settlers who came here decided the back looked like a dragon. No, unfortunately, no Marula Lane here. We do have a Marula Road on Leadwood, but no Marula Lane. We're on a completely different reserve where we've moved from Pridelands, which is in Baluli, and we are on Blowbunk, which is in the Rietspruit Game Reserve. Marcy, we have indeed considered electric cars. Currently the cost of conversion of one of our off-roading 4x4s to an electric vehicle is just not realistic. You see the Kingfisher, Maddie? Okay, little Kingfisher, enjoying the afternoon sun. It's a little brown hooded. Little striped. Okay. Well, nice always to stop a little birdie, but we're going to keep going. Noel, no, we live in safari tents. Well, some of the crew do, some of them live in the main house. Veer, Matt and Hyena live in the main house. Andrew and Ashley live in the tents. And we have a guest tent which I stay in sometimes, and then I live about 7 kilometers down the road in the Bladder Canyon. Yes, we've come back to where we originally started, where Tale of Two Mothers was filmed, and what prompted the move? Various different things. We've always wanted to get back to the Rietspruit, and just circumstances worked out that it was the right move for us as a business, financially, and we do love the Rietspruit Reserve, and we just unfortunately don't have the capacity to run 2 camps at a time at the moment, so we had to make a choice. And in the future we're hoping that we will be able to run a second camp, possibly back at Pridelands, or we're not sure where, but for now everyone is very happy on Rietspruit, and we are being truly spoiled with the sightings we get here, particularly of the lions and cheetahs, which are pretty much almost everyday occurrences now. Cheetahs were around here somewhere. Oh, bouncy, bouncy. Sorry, Maddie. You can see quite a bit more open than the area where we were with Elephant. Now these cheetahs had a rough morning. The lions were chasing them up and down. Obviously, lions are a big danger to cheetah. We do. Well, actually, I would say our reception is probably very similar in terms of what the big difference is here. We have make sure they haven't gone behind us. No. We have access to a lot more land here, so we've got about 3 times more area that we are able to drive. 4 times more area than we were able to drive on Pridelands. 3 times. Yeah. Hello, Gerald. Gerald's good money. Alright, nice big male giraffe. Ruminating, chewing the cud. Now if you watch carefully, if he's done with his bolus, you can actually watch it go down. And if he's not going to bring up another one up. I think he's going to start browsing. They are just the strangest looking creatures, giraffe. Yes, Vim wasn't so impressed with the lionesses coming to Criticam and Tropa. They came and chewed some stuff that he didn't want them to chew. I always have a little bit of nostalgia when I see Bucket, knowing that we saved her. Thank you very much, Di. Congratulations to you all at PDTV, and your success seems quite fast as an outsider. What's your secret? Stubbornness. Sheer bloody mindedness. No, our secret is we've been very, very fortunate to collect some incredible humans on our journey that make myself, Vim, and Charles look good. He's really tucking in there. Okay, well, I'm going to leave him tucking in. I want to see where this cheetah is supposed to be around here somewhere. Hello, Helen. Lovely to join. Well, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Michael, yes, we found a Gerald. Now it's time for a Howard. I would love to find a Howard. What's a brown hyena? Harry. If Howard's a spotted hyena, brown hyena needs to be Harry. Harry. You see that big shaggy coat. So, where did I actually see these cheetahs? I thought they were around here somewhere. Might be closer to the airstrip, or the old airstrip. I wouldn't want to land a plane on this airstrip, put it that way. I don't see any tracks coming this way, so it doesn't look like they've walked down and away. I often like to sleep in these thickets because the impala come out onto the airstrip at this time of the day. You can actually imagine cheetah. She didn't say if they were moving or static or whatnot. Where were they, Ash?
Poole, you'd be number 3, but I didn't get any of your audio.
I hear their tracks. Okay, so they were lying here. So they've gone towards our entrance gates by the looks of things, or maybe they've gone down the airstrip.
Okay, you're 5 out of 5 now.
Make sure. There they are. They've just moved a little bit further up the road. They look like they're on the hunt. They like hunting at this airstrip behind our house.
I've just gone on to blowback.
So we're right in the corner of the property. This is the gate. They're going to walk past our gates to town.
Attention, but Brent has located the elephant bull somewhere on blowback. So you might want to check up with him. Copy, thanks.
Yeah, the elephant bull is on the western side of the deep slurt on the new 2-track. Best access is from Lamundo and Crossing. We've just located the 2-male cheetah southern end of Hayes airstrip, well, between the airstrip and the blow bunk gate. And I know the Pride were still in the same position as the pin from earlier, and I think they had a rhino somewhere on Kaya.
Copy, thanks.
That's not going to work for you, is it, Nigel?
That's
a bit of a...
updates. How many on Brabant?
Is that old someone coming back from the weekend? Yeah. It's Cheetah, it's not lions. You can walk past them. It's one of the guys who work on the farm. Hello, boys. Hello, boys. Whoopsie. Why are you being so funny today, boys? This is actually almost exactly where we saw the brown hyena with them a couple of days ago. And they are hungry again. So, now it's time to hedge our bets, I think. The sun is getting lower. We're getting towards the crepuscular hour, which is, of course, a cheetah's favorite time to hunt. And let's hope they decide to turn off our southern boundary here and go down the airstrip, which is what they quite often do. VM's been working in the workshop and they just walked straight past him in the workshop, nonchalant. They're not too bothered by people, these two. Oh, have we spotted something?
Humphrey, come in.
Yeah, I think they might stop for a bit of a scent mark on that bush. So one of the reasons we often find our male cheetah on the fence line is that there's a male cheetah next door, so they scent mark at each other through the fence.
Leopard, Poole. Junction with Snow Lake. Sorry, junction with Snow Leopard. But if you look for the pin, it will be a lot easier to find.
Well, thank you, Ashley, for telling us where the cheetah were. And that is one of the things I do love about the Rietspruit. We're sitting here, we've got just under 15,000 acres of traverse, and we've been with the Ellie, we've got the cheetah, we know where the lions are, we've got a good idea where the 2-3 female, the 2-3 kudu krip female leopard is. The only thing we're still missing, and we haven't had a hyena den for a while. The male lions caught the hyenas at the den and they moved it. Come on, take the airstrip. Go visit camp. Actually, there was impala at the end of the airstrip today when I drove through to see my dad. So we have 2 cheetah boys, well, actually 3 cheetah boys. There's a coalition of 2, and then there's a single male. And then there's 2 females. And one of those females has 3 cubs at the moment. And my folks are good. They obviously live on the northern side of this reserve. Our camp is deep in the south, but we see them almost every game drive. We see Dad bombing about. I think our camp, what's Butch and Delilah, it's the nickname of our 2 resident grey dikers in camp, and I think they've come very close to being eaten by these guys a few times, Butch and Delilah.
Okay, thanks, Chris.
Also, one of the nice things about being in the south of the reserve, we're pretty much as far as you can get from everyone else. So when we do find stuff down here in the south, we're often the only vehicle with them. And we're going to have a little scent mark on that buffalo thorn. Let's see if the giraffe spots them. Oh, no, he's flopping. Michael would require genetic testing, but more than likely, the 3 cubs currently, Impy is almost certainly the father. These guys hadn't been around long enough. Let's see if the giraffe spots him. Hasn't spotted him yet. That giraffe we were looking at earlier. Oh, there we go.
On Blowbond, vehicle number 4.
Hey, big boy. What you doing? Most definitely, Marcy, they would fight with Impy. Wide-eyed, we have torches. And don't be silly is what we use as our safety measures. If the lions are close to camp, we'll then we'll drive a car to the tents, but generally just walk with a torch. I know you have to lie right there. Oh, flop. So we are very, very spoiled here, particularly with our cheetah sightings. And what do we say, Matt? At least 4 or 5 a week. Lions probably the same. Rhinos, elephants probably the same. And we're just working on our leopards and hyenas. The hyenas will come back. I think particularly with next door getting 2 new male lions. Might put a bit of pressure on their den. Impy's a big boy and these guys are still quite young. So I think he would have a chance. But the reserve is big enough for all 3 of them. Hello Judith, sorry you missed the start. We were with a big Ellie bull a little bit earlier. Now we're with our 2 cheetah boys. Definitely, that giraffe is definitely way too big for the cheetah boys.
Access on Brent, number 5.
Yes, Noel is saying, the cheetah is saying, you're not the meal we're looking for. Yes, giraffe is definitely too big for cheetah. They tend to eat quite a lot of impala and duiker. Hello Judith, great to have you with us. Sorry Marcy, I don't quite understand there. Although the one on the left is say hang on, what's that further down the road? I thought I saw a bit of movement. And this guy right in front of us, his ears are up. Both their ears are up. There's a brown hyena, there's a brown hyena. There's a brown hyena. There's the brown hyena on the other side, Matt. It's a bit far. Okay, cheetahs, we're gonna go try to look at the brown hyena. Sorry guys, you are beautiful and everything, but brown hyena is not something we get to see every day. Gareth is going to be so jealous. Again. Oh, he's gone into the bush. Let's see if we can get there. This brown hyena was quite relaxed the other day. Sorry boyo. We'll be back now. I thought there's something big next to the pile of rhino poo. Oh my goodness, guys. Brown hyena. I said there was something else that they were looking at. You could see the way they looked at the giraffe was completely different from when they spotted that brown hyena. He just went in here. So if it is the other one, or if it's the same one I saw the other day, he was a lot more relaxed than the others I've been seeing further south. Maddie, you're going to have to be Speedy Gonzalez today on camera if he does give us the chance. So these brown hyenas come through the fence regularly. They don't really worry about the fence. And he'll be watching those cheetah, hoping for a free meal.
Looking around here.
It's the second time at this time of the day that we've seen brown hyena here. I've actually seen one go under the fence here.
From Leopard, there was a same. Leopard is.
So brown hyena definitely not as aggressive as spotties, but they will challenge cheetah for a kill. So he was, what do you say, around here, huh? Got him. Last time he didn't move far, he just sort of walked off and flopped in the grass right next to us. And if we sit with the cheetah, there's a good chance he might even come back. Yeah? Far away or close? Okay. And he went in here somewhere, maybe here. Well, hopefully you guys got a glimpse of the brown hyena. I know it was very far. Wide-eyed, we're pretty sure the two cheetah cubs that didn't make it were killed. There he is, there he is. This is the most relaxed brown hyena I've seen here. He's definitely not as jumpy as the ones we've seen down south before. So this is one of their favorite crossing points. I see their tracks often. He might come back up onto the fence. There he is, there he is. See him, Matt? He's moving into the thicket. I've lost him now. Moving into the thickets. Well, I think there's a good chance if we go wait with the cheetahs, he'll come back out to come inspect them again. So they normally go under the fence here as their favorite sort of spot to cross between the two. The fences mean nothing to them. Wow, we got another view. Not the greatest, but as I said, the more time we spend here, the more we're going to be able to habituate them. Gareth is going to be so jealous again. So Gareth's family and my family have been living on this reserve for about the same amount of time, and I've probably had like 30 or 40 brown hyena sightings, and he still hasn't had one. I did spend a lot of time looking for their dens about 12 years ago. Let's go back to the cheetahs. I think if we hang around with the cheetahs, he might come back up onto the fence to come check them out. So when I found them the other day, he was sort of not even 5 meters away from the cheetahs. So we're not going to get too much into the politics of fences and stuff today, guys. Just know that there's lots of people who are working very hard in the background to try remove fences and things like that. And it does take time. I'm supremely confident that we will succeed eventually in getting this fence dropped and expanding the area. But it is something that if is mentioned too often and talked about too often, it does cause a bit of problems. So we're just going to sort of around that subject for today. go sit with our cheetah friends. Hello, Gerald. Bye, Gerald. So that's the second brown hyena sighting this week here. Just here. Look how he's looking up again. As that hyena popped up again. Now we can actually almost tell from how the cheetahs are reacting sometimes. I know he's looking at the giraffe this time. I'm going to try to get us in a spot where we can still see behind us there, man. It's going to swing us hard. Although this is such a nice view of the cheetah. And then I'm just going to do this so I can keep a look behind me. See if that hyena pops up again. And we got giraffe, cheetah. Splendid, I tell you. Sorry, now I'm not even looking at the cheetah, I'm looking over my shoulder trying to see a brown hyena again. No problem at all. Michael? No, I know no offense was meant. Yes, Marcy says, good plan. Let's chat about brown hyena and cheetah.
The flood has been...
Helen, indeed, it is a gorgeous afternoon. Now, cheetahs, look at them getting down low, watching the giraffe.
Yeah, Alex. Would like to join the unit shortly.
Session. We also just had a relatively relaxed brown hyena walk up and come have a look at the cheetahs. It's moved off again now. Now I'm going to get some jealous people on the reserve. So the reason he's cowering down, he doesn't particularly want... I'm sure the giraffe is well aware that they're there. But doesn't really want the giraffe to focus on them, because lions, hyenas, other species will notice when giraffe are staring intently into a bush, because giraffe are very good at spotting predators. Betty would like to know, would a cheetah take down a giraffe? Not an adult giraffe. 2 male cheetahs will target baby giraffe, and they do target baby giraffe quite frequently, but not even a sub-adult giraffe becomes a bit too big for them. He is a gorgeous boy. As I say, they're quite young. Oh, the yawns. Oh. I heard a kudu alarm call in the distance. We all look at the cheetah, then look behind us, see if the hyena pops up again. Look at the cheetah. There's alarm calls again. That sounds like the area where we had that leopard yesterday. Could do alarm calling. Helen, this giraffe is now doing the staring thing. I think he spotted them now. I think he knew they were there, then he sort of forgot and he found a nice scrumptious morsel to chew on. He's staring at the cheetah. Cheetah's not looking too plussed about it though. Indeed, Helen, cheetah do look very comfortable in their skin. I always love the way they lie. Quite often when you're looking for cheetah and they are lying down, particularly at a distance, their heads always look like almost like a pile of elephant dung. Now their heads are always quite upright like that. You seldom find cheetah lying completely flat, because they literally need to keep their heads on a swivel to look out for other predators. Oh, roll over. Oh, and yawn. Good signs for us that they might get up and start hunting.
Person of the lions, pride, current.
Lovely bit of grooming. So these guys were born in August 2020. What's that make them now? We're in August 2023, so they're 3. They were born in the Lowveld Game Reserve up in the Hyena. So their mother is still around, but in a different reserve. As I say, they are part of the Cheetah Meta Population Initiative. So South Africa is the only country in Africa with increasing cheetah population. A lot of that is it is solely to do with the incredibly hard work of the Cheetah, or the Meta Population Initiative. We are very, very proud supporters of Vincent van der Merwe and the work he does. Some people find it a little bit controversial, but Vincent's one of the people who just gets things done. So we are very, very proud to support what Vincent does. And because of a lot of his hard work, it's the reason that cheetah populations are growing in South Africa. And those cheetah are used to repopulate other parts of Africa where they have become extinct, and now India. It is very, very special to be able to spend so much time with these kitties. He does indeed have a nice distinct spot pattern on his right cheek, Michael. Now, Vincent will be a guest on one of the episodes of That's Wild in the future, and so we'll get to learn a lot more about the incredible work he's been doing.
Lowveld at Leopard, standing by. We 5 vehicles. Pride is at Leopard dump, about 200 metres away.
I think let's spend a bit more time with these guys.
Hyena, Leopard north area. And 2 Cheetah were found at D8.
pride is still flat cat in the thicket, so I think sitting with these boys is our right option at the moment. There you can see quite clearly how his claws don't retract fully. You can see his claws there on the foot he's busy grooming. Of course, that's one of the special adaptations that cheetah have. So Jan, that's a very interesting. A number of cheetah sent to India have died. Was that expected, or was it a concern? Cheetah have an incredibly high mortality rate in the wild, and so far the Indian mortality rate is less than your normal African reintroductions. So the Zambian reintroduction into Bangwelu, the reintroduction to Rwanda, more animals died than in India. There's just so much press on it, and unfortunately a lot of press these days refuse to see the positive in a story and only to take out of the negative. So out of the amount of cheetah that have been sent to India, the amount of died is actually less than a normal cheetah translocation in Africa. But you won't find that in the mainstream media because it's not drama and full of nonsense. Michael would like to know, is there any chance we'll get my dad to be a guest on That's Wild? Probably not. He doesn't like being in front of camera. He says he looks shifty. Indeed, Michael, not to mention the armchair experts on social media pontificating. Most true. Now there's obviously, as I'm sure all of you know, a lot of you would have seen a photograph that was quite shocking this weekend from the Kruger National Park. We will be talking a little bit about that photograph of the leopard on the bonnet in tonight's show. And actually, I think the whole ethics of animal habituation, photography, filmmaking is going to be an episode on its own at a later stage. Come on, let's go hunt down the airstrip. Find the airstrip impalas. Stretch! Might go flop on my brother. Stacey says, why don't we get my mom to come on the show? She could give us a fly fishing lesson. Exactly. Never let the facts get in the way of a good story. Yeah, so Gareth and I will be discussing the leopard on the bonnet in this evening's show, but I do think it's brought to attention that a full episode on the ethics around habituation, filming, photography, safari industry. There's the brown hyena, but he's far away, walking up the thing. There he is. You see him? Walking up the... Up. Okay, it's time to risk it for the biscuit. Okay, I'm going for the brown hyena. There's another vehicle coming to look at the cheetah. Come on, if we can get one nice clear shot of the brown hyena. Hold on. We're going to Ferrari safari for a bit. Although the cheetah going hunting. Oh no, what do we do? I'm going for the brown hyena. We'll come back for the cheetah hunt. Hold on, it's time for a Ferrari safari. Oh, he might come under the fence onto our side. Or she. Very difficult to say at this distance. Hairy Harry the hyena, or Hairy Harriet. Okay, he's walking on again. Let's try again, get closer. Yeah, man. I'm gonna get my camera out and on just in case. Okay. I haven't got a decent picture of a brown hyena on the Rietspruit since 13 years ago when I spent 2 days sleeping at a brown hyena den I found to get a picture of a cub. Just over the ridge here, so this is going to be our chance. Decided the cheetah were boring. There he is, there he is, there he is. Or she. Okay, let's just get a safety. I know it's through a fence, guys, but I mean, this is not an animal that is seen often in the Lowveld. Oh, gonna lie down. Lie down. Have a scratch. Okay, let's try. Please don't run, please don't run, please don't run. Still scratching.
Poole, are you on the lock? Copy. Yeah, I'm just still my own here. You want to get a window version? Across the front of my vehicle and go in. They are visible. The grass is very brown. Copy. I'm coming from the dam. Coming here.
He's got itchy hyena. Isn't this absolutely amazing? I'm going to try to get a bit closer now. Alex, I'm going to come back to the cheetah. There's just a brown hyena, quite a relaxed one here. Tell me if you got a gap in the fence, Matty. Wait, I think we can get closer. Okay? So the last time, I think, oopsie, this is the same hyena I saw last time, because it is so relaxed, but my camera was buried in a box in the back of the car. Now again, like habituation with anything, so we don't officially have any habituated brown hyenas here yet. And even just a sighting like this going slowly, I will get to the questions and stuff now, guys. I'm actually just ecstatic and enjoying this, and knowing how jealous Gareth's going to be, it makes it even a little bit better. So I'm going to try, go a little bit closer again. So remember, if you ever are driving yourself in the Kruger or something and you find an animal that might not be the most relaxed, always start your car, let it run, don't start and drive. It helps keep the animals a little bit calmer. I'm actually even going to go into low range 4-wheel drive so I can literally creep up to this brown hyena. Looks like it might even just scent mark. So not perturbed, but still not 100% relaxed. But I mean, this is the best brown hyena sighting we've had. Let's see if he stops and gives us one more view. Going into the bushes here. No, we're just gonna get a bum. I'm just gonna show us its bum. But it's not running away from us, just walking. Stop thinking, listening. Off it goes. I'm going to find their den. I am going to find their den this year. Well, I hope I'm going to find their den this year. It took me about a month and a half to find the last den. There we go. Brown hyena! Sorry, I'm very excited. Okay, let's go back to hunting cheetah. And that is the type of stuff we get on the Rietspruit Reserve, which you just don't really get anywhere else.
Alright, your first try to the little lamp with the track on, and I would like to respond in the next 3 minutes.
I'm not sure who was with the cheetahs. I left a vehicle there. I followed up on that brown hyena. The brown hyena's moved off the fence. I've lost visual. I'm heading back. It looked like they were going to head onto the airstrip. Oh, they're going to walk into camp, guys. They're at the reservoir. What's going to be the quickest? Hold on. I will. There we go. And it's a lot of people. I will try. I'm going back to get some of the. There we go. Yes, well, we got a bit closer, a bit bigger than a brown dot. That was amazing. So, as I say, I think that's one of the unique things about this reserve, and a lot of people don't realize that even Kruger, the Sabi Sands and whatnot, used to have a very healthy brown hyena population, and it was actually human beings and pumping water holes that causes the brown hyenas to get pushed out. Because spotted hyenas are water dependent where browns are not, here we're very, very conscious about the distance between our water holes. They mustn't be too close. So it helps move the animals around, but it also gives chance for animals that are not water dependent to survive. So not all of our water holes are pumped here. So some of them will go dry during the dry season, which will cause the spotties to move away and the lions to spend less time around there. So it is a very controversial thing. But if you look at Stevenson Hamilton, the first warden of Kruger's game reports, they, particularly in those sort of undulating Combretum woodlands, which is now what most of the Sabi Sands is, brown hyena were more predominant than spotties. Now, those of you who've been to the Sabi Sands, every lodge has a water hole that's pumped full time, all the time, all year. And that has increased the spotted hyena numbers. It's also decreased the size of their home ranges because they've got permanent water. It's also worked the same with lions, and it's also changed the grazing dynamic. The animals don't move as far, so you get impala and stuff sitting around an area. But we will go into some more detail. I just want to catch up to the cheetah now. So it is quite interesting that the cheetah has jumped up on top of the reservoir. That's our swimming pool, and is in smack center in the giraffe camp, for those who watch the giraffe live cam. Now, this is our camp, by the way. We're back at camp. Between the elephants, the cheetahs, and the brown hyena, we still haven't got, as the crow flies, more than 1 kilometer from our camp today. Isn't this absolutely bloody fantastic? Oh, yeah, the monkey's alarm calling. They've spotted the cheetah. So, as I say, there were lots of different... Oh, he's going to drink. Don't fall in. That means I got to go in there and get you out. And I don't feel like being scratched by a cheetah today. This is absolutely incredible. And to have cheetahs visiting our swimming pool / water tank for our camp. Let's go. Looks like they're going to go visit VM's workshop as well. So in Maddie. Whoops. He fell in, the dove gave him a fright. Okay, let's just give him a bit of space. You got a wet paw, having a drink again. Stations approaching the cheetah slighting. Please come slowly. Please come slowly. Car came a bit faster on the corner and gave him a fright there. So, Michael, there used to be a lot of there you go, off you go, before you fall in the water. There used to be a lot of brown hyena. The brown hyena would have been more dominant in the northern Sabi sands than in the spotties, and it's the water. Now, I'm not going to mention any lodge names, but those of you who've been there, the average distance between water in the northern Sabi sands, pumped permanent water, is less than 300 meters. Hello, boys. Happy with the lights, Matt? Do you want a bit further? No. More backlight? Less backlight? Good. Happy. Okay, sorry guys. After all that excitement, brown hyenas, cheetahs nearly falling into our swimming pool, we're back. This is a much more sensible place to drink here on the ground. Well, thank you, Becky. Becky says, it's been an amazing drive today. So glad I'm watching it live. I always learn so much being here. It's far more sensible. So there was a nice big herd of impala at the end of the airstrip when I went down to see my dad this morning. I don't think he hurt himself at all. He just got a wet paw when he nearly fell in, then he got a fright. And we can hear some vervet monkeys, indeed, alarm calling in the background. We've got a large troop of vervets that like to hang around our house. have a quick look from around the other side, see if where they're going to head. Whether they're going to head back to the south, or they're going to head down the airstrip a bit longer. As I say, there's a big open patch behind there where they do like to hunt quite often. Oh, no, he wants to go back up. He's a sucker for punishment. Do you want to go back up, Bush? Okay. Thought about jumping back up.
They all got up. They are heading north to bush.
Yeah, there's Butch and Delilah, the camp dikers. And haven't they had a baby as well?
Yeah.
Oof. Dangerous times for camp dikers with these guys around.
Okay.
There we go. He's going to go up again. He really wants to go up again.
Level 7 level.
I know. Still gonna. There we go. You can see how hungry they are.
Leaving the lock of the Stronggun. Couple of stations.
Yes, indeed. Michael, as you're saying, there's a good chance that the den sites used by spotted hyenas now could have been quite easily utilized by brown hyenas in the past. I mean, they do utilize the same sort of den sites. It's quite obvious, though, when you find a brown hyena den site, how different it is from a spotted hyena den site. They're going round and round looking for each other. Your brother's over here, Bush. There you go. The other one's disappearing around the other side.
Transmission, please come back.
Well, while I wouldn't say we have a semi-domestic relationship with these animals. They are definitely wild, and we just are lucky enough to live with them and watch them. Helen, they definitely like the vantage point of being on the wall, but also it's quite a safe place to drink. There's very little that can sneak up on you while you're that high up. Marcy, no, he hasn't called for his brother yet.
Don't pop out there.
Put my camera down again. I do like this stretch. This is also Butch and Delilah territory, though. The Delicas, they come up here. Yes, Mary, I did. It would be quite funny to have seen that action shot on live bush cams. The wildebeest and the impala used to sleep here, but the cheetahs have been here so regularly, they haven't slept here for a while. What we're going to do is I'm going to shoot in front, get them from the other side. Hold on. And we have really covered almost no distance today. Now, obviously, some days we do cover some big distance, but we're quite lucky. Our camp is in a very productive part of the reserve.
There are no situation now. I'm leaving the area.
Mary said you could see Brent and Matt's head just under his bum. Geez, they're feeling brave. That deck is not safe yet to walk on. We need to fix it. They'll go through that deck. Troper says Criticam needs a clean, please. Someone will clean it. A Criticam. It's probably got lion slobber all over it still. So that's how we go to town. We got to go through another farm to get to the next main road. Which side do you want? The one left, I might turn off beforehand, but let's go in here. They're going to turn off beforehand just because we all drove around here. While I was just going down, I realized the animals aren't tamed by their proximity to you, but they are part of your home life. That fills me with awe. Even us that live and experience this every day, every day fills us with awe. We're incredibly privileged to be out here every day, and even more privileged to be able to share it with you. And as you as the pack members, we wouldn't be able to be where we are today without your continued support. So a big thank you to all of you pack members, and to everyone who is watching and sharing and just spreading the word. Michael, me too. Give me the bush over a beach. I don't mind visiting the beach, but I definitely wouldn't live there.
Explosion down.
Okay, they can walk right next to us now. Hi boys. We do spend a lot of time with them in this car. They're very used to our little car. Less than 2 meters from Matt there.
Thanks, Brent.
No worries.
I didn't get that low. I tried my best, but not.
He's there. Did you hear him though?
Yeah.
He's up and down. He's been in there all day.
Now he jumped there. That's in cover going east. And
Ah.
I was west.
And then we had, if you go Snail Lane, I checked there. There's a very relaxed brown hyena walking down the fence.
Oh.
That's why I left the cheetah to go look at the hyena.
Oh, okay.
Cheers. How's it, guys? Good.
Remember these?
Happened to pick us up on the side.
Oh, really? I wonder how that happened.
Finding the gate into Leopard, you know.
What you know?
Yeah, I do. Yes. Yeah.
Dad was always good with it.
Yeah. We had a really relaxed brown hyena now on the fence.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. They came to check the cheetah and then he walked off.
Wow.
It's the most relaxed one I've seen. I've seen them about 6-7 times in the last couple of months.
That is special.
Yeah. Which way are they going? They're going right or left? Left. Okay. I'm going to go around again. Cheers, guys.
Second one. Second one.
They're both there.
Okay.
Yeah. Cheers. Well, so we've got a very lovely community here on the Rietspruit Reserve. Everyone knows each other. Yes, Lady M. Lady M says as long as the lions stay outside the tent. But we have Andrew, who back from leave tomorrow. Monday, that's tomorrow. He left his gym towel outside his tent and the lions stole it on a live drive last week, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Thank you, Brandy. Brandy says it's been a pleasure. Marcy wants it all. My day is made. Cheetah, brown hyena, giraffe. Now bucket and leopards would complete my day. Bucket's a bit far. I don't think we have enough time to get to bucket because Matt and I still have to get home, and we've got to do another show still in a little bit, in about an hour and a half. So remember to tune in for that. That's Wild, the first episode with Gareth and myself. So we always seem to get it a bit easier. Let them drive behind and we drive in front. Let the cheetahs walk past us. A trooper, they stole his gym towel, but I got it back for him. And then they stole a Wi-Fi router a few nights ago, and they destroyed our mop. We had to buy a new mop. The mop was in 1,000 pieces, and they ate one of the LED lights at the critter cam. And that's why critter cam is also a bit dirty. It's full of lion slobber. You know, the last critter cam didn't get as much big cat activity, the odd leopard, but definitely not the pride, a whole pride of lions. Did they come this way? No. They're coming. Oh, they went here, yeah. No, I think I see a cheetah. Do I? Yeah. You want to stop here or go closer, Matt? Go closer. They flopped again. Or they've seen something. They're looking at the buffalo next door. I'll just stop here. Enjoy, guys. Yeah, she's been colouring every night. I found her last night as well. And Gareth found her the night before. She's trying to mate at the moment, so she's walking around looking for a boyfriend. Cheers, guys. Yes, well, I think we will not be leaving any mops outside anymore, or anything on the stoep, on our balcony, or on our little verandas, because those are all fair game. Normally it's hyenas, but here the lions seem to be more interested in stealing things. And they also put a hole in Viem's watering can. He's very upset about that. Viem's had that watering can for I don't know how long. That watering can is ancient. Yeah, so it comes from the time that we were junior. So that watering can is at least 8-9 years old. And now it's got a hole. But it's fortunately for Wiem, the hole's quite high up, so he can still use it. Yes, wild-eyed, what's more domestic than a mop? Well, Mama Lucy, who looks after all of us, was very upset that her favourite mop had been destroyed by the lions. Who left it outside, though? That is the question.
I don't know who would have been using
it. Not nearby Marcy. Probably about a 10-15 minute drive from where we are now. So that is the Kudu-Krip 2-3 female that has been calling and mating. Gareth's been hunting her up and down the drainage lines over the last little while. And then Gareth had her 2 nights ago, and then we had her, and I had her last night. Yep, you're going to have to wait for a leopard for next time. I think brown hyena, cheetah and elephant's not a bad drive. Can't show you everything on the first drive.
Is there any station on the lock of Gangan?
Yeah, Sam, 2 stations here, make your way. Just come to the southern end of the airstrip.
Okay, copy. 5 minutes away.
Yeah, we've got to work, as Michael says, part of the fun of going on live safaris on the Rietspruit is we've got to really work for our leopard sightings. Mary is correct. Photos of the towel rescue are on the Painted Dog TV app. You just need to stroll back to the 19th of July. Krip means waterhole, Karoo. What does krip mean? Krip is the Afrikaans word for a pumped pan or a pumped waterhole. There's kudu alarming down there again towards that area. That might even be closer, that alarm call now. The lions were heading north. Could be the male leopard. He also is around in the bottom of this drainage line quite often. All the kitties in the south today. I think let's take a chance. How long we got? 20 minutes. Okay, we're going to take a chance. We're going to leave the cheetahs. I'm going to see what those kudu are alarming at. So hold on. Bye guys. We're off on another Ferrari safari. Let's take a gamble. Sounds like Mamba Dam. Woo! It's quite chilly when you put the air conditioner on like that. Barbara, you are indeed in the right place to ask questions. Sam, talk to your Matlanyans. She can't about to come out there. Okay. There's alarm calls coming from down here. We know the cheetah there. He's looking at cheetah, that same giraffe again. Let's just have a little listen to see if we can hear the kudus again. The thing with kudus, got to be quick. Gone quiet, so let's just go down to the water. Wow, so apparently we've got over 100 people on this afternoon's drive. It's been absolutely wonderful having you here. Let's try and get it to 1,000 by next month. Oh, VM. I've missed VM's one-liner jokes. VM says, oh, if we're going to get to 1,000 people, we're going to have to buy a bigger car. I would have said those alarm calls were coming from the base of the valley here. The only permanent water. Could also be the male lions. I'm actually no clue where the male lions are at the moment. Could be a sneaky spotty cat coming for an evening drink. I'll just wait and listen here for a second. And I thought the alarm calls might be just in the bushes around here. Come on, alarm calls. So we really haven't had to go far for our supper tonight. I'll have a quick look. Yeah, the furthest we've been from camp today is 1.4 kilometers, which I think is, what's a mile?
1.6.
1.6, so less than a mile from camp. As the crow flies, obviously in driving, we've gone further than that, but we haven't been further than a mile from camp today. It's always good to have your patience pants on, particularly at this time of the afternoon, because when the kitty cats start moving, I'm quite happy. We're getting close to time change, which means we're also getting close to warmer days. Winter must go away. I'm tired of being chilly. Michael, yes, we are at Mamba Dam. Now something's seen the cheetah. There's alarm calls up where we left the cheetah, but we know about those. We know what those are alarming at. I know. Marcy says she's ready for cooler weather. I couldn't think of anything worse. We want summer back. It's been a particularly cold winter for us.
Kevin getting mobile, any updates?
Afternoon, Dad. Pride went north from their position this morning. They were lost in the block. 2 male cheetah, southern end of Hayes airstrip. There was a quite relaxed brown hyena with them earlier. Elephant bull was off Mamba Kronkelpad, that 2-track earlier this afternoon, but he's moved back down into the drainage. And then there was just a report of leopard audio around Lemundurang again.
Yeah, you were more noise than sound, except towards the end, so just go quickly and start again.
2 male cheetah, southern end of Hayes airstrip. Lions moved north from their last position. Leopard audio around Lemundurang, and male elephant somewhere in the deep split to the south of Lemundurang.
Okay, copy.
Oh, there we go. bird has popped out near where we were with the male. Thought I heard them while we were sitting there. Yes, I've heard it's been quite warm in the States.
5, I think.
But we're not hearing anything right now, are we?
So I can see them.
104, Stacey says today. I would be ecstatic with the temperature of 104 for the day. We got to make a big fire just to keep warm at the moment. Although us Africans, we're a little bit soft when it comes to the cold. If you can see Matty now, he's even got a beanie on, he's got about 3 layers, he's got a buff on. But see, I can cheat. I've got a heater. So nice and warm on my tootsies. Mary also says it's been 90s in Colorado too, but woke up to 61. Delicious. 61 is about, what's that? It's about as cold as it should ever get. It's about 20, I think. Yeah, I know. That's 61. We wear jackets. That's what it is about now, eh? It's about 60 now, which is cold for us. It is going to drop below it though. I can probably get into the 50s tonight. The weather's been mad all across the world this year. We've been getting all this late rain. I mean, it rained this morning at 4 o'clock. I mean, we're in August. It's not supposed to rain in August. We're only supposed to see rain again in November. Oh, yeah, 61, 16. No, that's cold. We're well dressed up, but we're not even that cold yet here at the moment. I'd say 90 to 105, anywhere around there is sharp, with a low of about 80. Lanterns are being put up for That's Wild. We're not going to show you. Oh, here's that. Was it Butch or Delilah? Looks like Delilah. Delilah, where's your baby? So that's Delilah, our resident Camp Grey Dyker. Who was seen with the baby, I think. Who saw her with the baby? Because I haven't seen you. Because I haven't seen her with the baby. Off she toddles into a thicket where it's better to hide from cheetahs. But they've become super tame since we've moved here. And then what are our other normal camp visitors? We have Andre, the porcupine, who likes to give people frights. And then we have lions, cheetahs, elephants. Oh, you had a spotted hyena as well. Come visit. I'm sure the brown hyenas come down past as well. They're not as sort of brazen as a spotted hyena. Let's see if the spotty cats are still here for the end of drive. So Vim and Matthew confirm that there's definitely a baby. Got a photo of her even, just in case I was going to say you were lying. Yes, Michael, and the domestic cat that has gone to, where did it go? Far away. Palabora, yes. Thing must have wandered in from one of the neighboring farms. Wow. I think there's the cheetah boys, they're still there. Let's see if they... I'm going to come further down. There. Oh, I'm gonna try to get your silhouette, man. Might be a bit low. He might be a bit low. Yeah, he is a bit low. Spotted something. Oh, I'll take the torch off first. One. Looks like he might have spotted a potential snackaroo. Maybe it's Butch. Definitely sees a little bit more interested. Now, a lot of people don't realize that this is actually the time of day where cheetah are generally the most successful in their hunts. He's on the stalk. So this crepuscular hour, it's when a lot of prey species' eyes don't work as well. Such a great word, crepuscular. It's also the time where duiker do like to come out of where they've been hiding in the thickets for the day. Let's stop here, Maddie. How far am I from that pole? Far. He's off, he's off. Watch me send everyone into panic by extending drive on the night of the first show. Let's just see what he does. Can't see anything. Not looking as focused as he was earlier. Might have just heard something. Yeah. Nah, body language has changed. So I couldn't see anything obvious. You can see body language has completely changed now. Listening though, still quite intently. Might have heard something in the block. Well, it has been an absolutely spectacular first free-to-air drive here on the magnificent Rietspruit Game Reserve. And remember, there will be 3 of these every week, plus That's Wild, which is starting in an hour. So if you want to join Gareth and I to find out the latest on what's happening in the African bush, join us on That's Wild. And again, if you want to be able to interact, ask Gareth or myself or our conservation heroes, vets, or whoever we might be working with questions, become a Painted Dog TV pack member. Oh, he's stalking again. Vim, we're extending. I'm sorry everyone, I know there's going to be massive panic since we have got an hour till the show and there's lots to do, but we have a live cheetah stalk, and as you know at Painted Dog, the animals always win out over admin, especially if I can avoid all admin at all costs. I'm smiling, I'm scared when I get home because I might be beaten, but I'll take the risk. We don't want to put torches on him and stuff when he's moving like that, just in case. I'm almost certain it's darker. This time of the day where we are. And sitting down now, but still you've got that bent neck.
From the spot. I think they will pop out.
Oh, it's a leopard. It's a leopard chasing them. It's a leopard chasing them. Look, there's a leopard. There's a leopard. There's a leopard chasing the cheetah. Now the cheetah chasing the leopard. Move, cheetah. That leopard ran off that way. It was a young leopard as well. Didn't look particularly big. Let's see if we can get a view of the leopard. My goodness, guys, how's that for a first drive? So we're extending. Everyone in the office can panic. I want to see if I can find the leopard. So, there's the leopard. I don't know which leopard it is. Oh, the leopard's running back this way. Towards the cheetah. See that there, Matt? Okay, it's... I think it's going to be easier from the side. Ash? Shush. In our ears, please. For now. There's the leopard. Oh no. Run, cheetah. Hold on. Just kill the lights. The leopard's running back at the cheetah. No, I know where the leopard is. I saw it. Just got to be careful where we shine in these situations. The leopard was coming through here. Now, the scary thing is, we don't know how many interactions these big cats have with each other every day. We're only there for such a small amount of them. Oh. Can you... Hold on. Watch your heads. So they're the cheetahs. run off. And we had a brown hyena here today as well. It's been a busy day.
Wait, does brown hyena join the pod?
No, he might, but he went quite far.
No, we weren't pointing the line.
Oh no, I just like
We were only just showing
the leopard.
for you.
But
Yeah.
right,
I'm not sure. Do you think it's male or female? It looks a bit small. Okay, I'm gonna try see if we can get another. Oh, there's the leopard, or is that the two? No, it's the two cheetah. So it looks like a female. A male leopard would not back down from two cheetah like this. Now this could be the leopard we've been seeing regularly's mom. She used to keep them here as cubs. Oh jeez, is that leopard right next to the cheetah there? Was that in a nightjar? Aye. No, it's the leopard. Leopard's chasing the cheetah. Hold on. Hold on. Jesus, the leopard's right on those cheetah. The leopard was right on them. Just ducked off now. So the cheetah actually using the fence as a defense mechanism here. Yeah, boys, go. Run away now. Leopards are dangerous. So look, I'm gonna really wish we could get a nice view of this leopard. Try to figure out, there it is. It's definitely a female. Let's try to see if we can hopefully get a spot pattern on it. She looks relatively, well, not the most relaxed, but more relaxed than other leopards we've seen. You see where she went, Maddie? Just keep going. Okay, so there's a gap coming up here. There we go. So I'm just going to go forward a bit. There's another road coming across here. I know, I'm going to try to get her in the gap. I'm just going to keep going to the road. Oh, she stopped. She's just behind that quarry. Move again. Can't see if she's going backwards. Now, I mean, the way she's behaving, I wouldn't be surprised if she might have cubs. If this is the Kudukrup females, the young Kudukrup females' mothers. I know she's going back this way. Okay, there's a road up here. I'm going to go down. Cheetah boys have decided discretion is the better part of valor and buggered off, which was a good choice, good life choice for them. But the way she's behaving, I mean, normally a female cheetah wouldn't, a female leopard wouldn't put this much pressure, chase them once and then go away. The fact that she kept coming back to them, maybe she's got a carcass in the area. There you go, the cheetah boys in the distance. Let's see if we can just get one nice view of this female leopard. See if we can possibly get an ID shot on her. Got it? Yeah? I can't see her. Oh, far away. Okay, so she's far away. Okay. Yeah, let me go back closer. She's still quite far. Okay, let's see if we can sneak down this old road here. So she's there. In where my light is now. Okay, so she's not that far. Okay, sorry guys, I haven't managed to get to the questions and stuff. Let's see if we can go in here. There's a big hole there. See if we can get a spot pattern on her. Don't think this is our Kudukrup female. I said it could be a mom. I couldn't see. Sorry? In here. Okay. Coming towards us. Let's just see, we got a gap here. Let's just wait. There's quite a bit of open ground she's got to cross if she comes this way. Yeah, she comes right in front of us. Yeah, got her, thanks. Yeah, definitely female. I'm just trying to figure out which one. You hold for me. I'm going to try to get an ID shot if she stops to look. That's just going to come out in this gap here. Definitely female. Okay, because I'm struggling to drive, shine and photograph at the same time. I can multitask a bit, but there she's scent marking now. She's going to come out into this gap here, Maddie. Oh, no, she's running now. Okay. She's on that road we were on 2 seconds ago. Not a big girl. I'm just going to turn around. And she still wants to hunt. Fortunately, those cheetah have moved off. But yeah, if that had been a male leopard, those cheetah would have been, either would be one cheetah down, or those cheetah would have really taken off. There she's going to pop up in front of us again. She's right here. She's just where my torch is. There she is. Difficult to see if she's got any lactation marks or anything like that. Is this kudu crib? She is quite excited from all the cheetahs and whatnot, but I don't think it's kudu crib. It doesn't look like. She just doesn't wait for me to get a photograph. Matt, you should have got enough there, huh? Yeah. We can do a frame grab from it. I'm not doing the show tonight, so I've had enough. I'm off. I'm taking the rest of the evening. We've done that before, back in the old days. I remember where my little sneaky spot here is. I don't want to give her too big a fright. There she is, she's going back into the thickets here. Yeah. So I'm almost certain this is what those kudu alarm calling at that we came down to look at Mamba Dam for. And then the other animals started alarm calling. There we go, she's going to scent mark. She might even saw. Oh, if she goes in there, that's tickets for us, I'm afraid. We'll try and get one last view of her, but there is no road and she's going right into the headwaters of the Deep Sloot drainage system. Into a wall of thorns. There we go. There she is. Bye, kitty.
Stop again.
Oh, she stopped again. But I think she's going to head into the drainage. And we're going to try one more spot. Sorry, Hyena. I'm scared now to go home. I think, Matt, we just stay out here all night. Yes, I think the only chance if she comes down into the river, but it's going to be a 50-50. What is it? Bush baby? Oh, he jumped. So there's a little wall, an old dam wall here, but I think it's a bit far. And we can't drive in here, there's too many very big rocks. Yeah. Okay, guys. That was... Wait, is that her? Nah. Where?
Yeah, right.
I can't see. You take the torch, you're higher than me. You see her? As I said, it's going to be very challenging here. But guys, it's been great, it's been grand. I better get home because we got to go to That's Wild. Join us in how long?
45.
In 45 minutes. Okay, it's not too bad. I thought it was about like 15 minutes. I was having a mild panic. But as I say, leopard, cheetah, elephant. What else do we see? Brown hyena. Bye. See you in 45 minutes.